Hello and welcome back to more classic Vintage Cube. Again, if you haven't seen this, it's like Vintage Cube. You get Mana Drain and Oko, but there's less power, and there's some weird land choices, but the rest of the cube, I think, is overall better designed than the MTGO Vintage Cube. What do I want to take from this pack? I mean, it's probably just gotta be Oko. This card's just messed up. I just don't enjoy playing with Oko. There's that, and then also people, I think blue-green is just cut like every time I try and draft this cube. Passing Oko Mana Drain will just put the people to my left pretty heavily into blue-green, right? There's Treachery, Oko Mana Drain. So the hope is that I pass these cards, they take them, and then I get rewarded by, I miss out on Oko, but you're not going to draw that every game. And I get rewarded by getting good cards in other colors, like I can pick Liliana here, or like a Thoughtseize or a Fiery Confluence. I think I like taking Liliana because there are some good white cards and people might pick up on that. Liliana's just a really messed up card though. She goes in so many archetypes, and I have yet to be able to draft like the low to the ground black-red or just black aggro deck, so I'm looking at that intently. I think Imperial Seal kind of sucks. Bloodsoaked Champion's interesting. This is one of the better like discard get it back type cards, so let's see if we can get into mono black Phyrexian Tower stuff. I mean, Phyrexian Tower is the best card in this pack for our deck by a mile, so I'll take it. It's definitely not the best card in the pack, but of the black cards in the pack, it's pretty good. There's a Preordain, Unholy Heat, Falconwrath Aristocrat, Shatterskull Smashing, Dragon's Rage Channeler. I think the Channeler is quite good. It's just a good one-drop for this type of deck. Unholy Heat is also an option, but those are quite replaceable, but it's pretty hard to get like a one-drop that, as you start casting cards, gives you filtering. It attacks as a 3/3 flyer if you can get a couple artifacts. I think there's like Mishra's Bauble and stuff in the cube, which is pretty sweet. So yeah, we'll see if this gambit pays off. I think this is something that a lot of people don't do so often. I'm not saying it's correct. I'm just saying it's what it's doing. What I'm doing is, if you notice a lot of good cards in the pack, you could take a temporary decrease in power short term by passing them to get a better deck overall when everyone's fighting over those cards that are pretty good, but that it's one card out of an entire deck, right? And if we just get rewarded with all of the good like black-red cards, that could be interesting. The problem is I'm getting past a lot of good blue cards, so there is a risk to this gambit. We could take Archon of Cruelty. It is one of the best reanimation targets, so that's an option. I can also just take Mana Confluence. I guess Master of Death is pretty interesting with Liliana too, but I think we're just going to take Mana Confluence and stay open a bit. I'm in the mood to draft an aggressive deck, so I'm leaning towards that. I'm not forcing it by any means, right? Mana Confluence helps me stay open, but I'm still hoping that my gambit pays off. Okay, there's Blackleaf Cliffs, Earthshaker Kenra, Magmatic Channeler, Opposition Agent. Could also take City of Brass, but this card is kind of just a nightmare to play with on Magic Online. There is Life from the Loam 2. That one's kind of spicy. Life from the Loam Liliana is interesting. I haven't seen any way to like discard lands to do damage. I think I'm just going to take Blackleaf Cliffs. The gambit here is that nobody wants the black-red deck. I take the fixing, and then in the next couple picks, I should really have a clear idea of whether or not these colors are open. And the nice thing is, I think there's only really 3 wasted picks out of these first 3 packs. Like Liliana, you can put in basically any deck that can have black and she'll be good. She's at her best in a low to the ground like Stack Z type deck, but she'll be good anywhere else. And then fixing is just useful as well. So it's kind of a low risk, high reward thing that we're going for. Okay, we wheel Inferno Titan, Vraska, Reflecting Pool, Murderous Redcap. Inferno Titan is interesting. I don't love how expensive it is, but it's good in Reanimate. Like if we get into Reanimator, it'll be good. And if we get into like a bigger controlling-ish deck, it'll be better. Redcap is a fine top-end card, and there are some persist combos that are useful, so that's an option. I think Inferno Titan is overall going to be probably the better card. Mostly because of the outs to beat, transition into Reanimator, because we do have Liliana. And red-white is open, so I guess we're going to move into that. I don't see a lot of black cards. I could take Caves of Koilos. Den of the Bugbear is also pretty good. But Nahiri is a pretty big signal. Elspeth is a pretty big signal. So we're gonna move into that. Nahiri lets me do it with the least cost possible. Oh my gosh. Well, I tried to draft not red-white, but like Seasoned Pyromancer, Fiery Confluence, Wheeling is ridiculous. I think in this cube, Pyromancer is better because there's less Moxes to hit with Fiery Confluence, but they're both ridiculously strong cards. And that was a 9th pick for both of those. Okay, we could even end up in mono red. Like, yeah, Sulfuric Vortex came around. Just take that. I think that's where we're going. If Earthshaker Kenra wheels, we're just in it. Yeah, I'll take a Crater Maker. We want the Kenra to come around. Because that's like the last signal that I remember. I think it was the latest card I was considering switching into red for. So if that comes around, that means we're literally the only red drafter. If it doesn't come around, that means someone else could be like speculating about it. Okay, there's Falcon Wrath. I mean, we could still end up splashing black because I do have a little bit of fixing. And I guess this going around tells me that black-red is open too. So if I can, maybe I could still end up in black-red aggro. There's Master of Death. I get the feeling that this card is not going to come around. Okay, yeah, that's fine. It's not Earthshaker Kenra, but that's just about as good. I think Kenra actually was the next pack, so yeah, I guess, I mean, this card I think is just better for the deck anyway. It's a looter that lets you discard and get Eternal Witness last pick? Wait, what else was going around in green? Craterhoof Behemoth? Okay, you know what? We're transitioning again. Red-green. This going last pick is a signal. I saw like no black cards except for this one, but that's probably just because nobody was in red. So green-red is actually pretty sweet, especially it's particularly good with Inferno Titan because you can play like Mana Elves that ramp out into the Titan. So this, I mean, we'll see what the next pack looks like, but that's what I'm inferring from this pack. It's weird that green is open. I mean, maybe whoever took Oko is like just barely splashing green or not playing it. You know, things like that. Ooh, here's where we need to make a decision. I could take like Rishadan Port. I could take Judith, who's really good if we end up in black-red particularly. Or I could just take like an Elvish Mystic. Huh. I think I need the Rishadan Port. It's the most impactful play. Here's Porcelain Legionnaire. Card's colorless just helps us regardless of what colors we end up in, and Carry Zev will probably come around. Here's Legion Warboss. I mean, maybe we do just stay mono red. Legion Warboss and Stonecoil Serpent. I could take the Stonecoil and try and have Warboss come around. I think they're similar in power. Yeah, let's do that. The fact that you can cast Stonecoil early is quite useful. Of course, now we see all the black cards. I think I like Dismember. Hellrider is also interesting. The rest I'm not playing. So it's really Dismember versus Hellrider. And I don't have any removal right now besides the Crater Maker. Dismember is a little bit awkward with Sulfuric Vortex, but this is a type of removal that red just doesn't get. And there are a lot of replaceable 4-drops, like Hellrider, some Planeswalkers, P and Karen. It's just really hard to have too much interaction. Then there's this pack. This pack's terrible for pretty much any deck we're playing. I could speculate on Blood Artist, but I don't even have many creatures. Goblin Sharpshooter is fine, but I don't love it. Tainted Pack. I could take like a Temple Garden, I guess. I mean, like, I guess I can, if I get Blood Artist, Goblin Sharpshooter. Okay, you know what? This has the highest upside. But yeah, this is me not really knowing what's going on because I just didn't see any black cards pack one. But I think the Sharpshooter is really bad unless you have specifically something like Blood Artist. Temple Garden was like an extreme, you know, just like guess, I guess, right? Because we would need to get Temple Garden plus something like Arid Mesa or Overgrown Tomb, Verdant Catacombs, I mean, for it to be useful. Or Marsh Flats? I don't know. Something bad. Okay, well there's a Carrion Feeder. Metallic Mimic and Grumgully. I guess I'll just take the Carrion Feeder. I guess we're back on the black-red after all of that. Okay, yeah, we're definitely... Black-red seems to be the open one. I don't know what's happening before. There's Snuff Out, Zergo, Viscera Seer. I don't think I like Viscera Seer. I'm not really a combo deck, I'm more of an aggressive deck. So it's like Zergo, Young Pyromancer, Snuff Out. Right now I have Dismember. I don't have a whole lot of things to snuff out, but a lot of my black sources aren't swamps. And as far as spells go, I have one. So I guess I take Zergo. And if stuff comes around, I'll probably end up putting it in then. But okay, yeah. Goblin Bombardment, Phyrexian Revoker. I guess Revoker is quite a bit worse in this particular cube because of there's no moxes to hit. A lot of times Phyrexian Revoker just like snipes the land because a lot of people will play moxes as if they're lands. And then, they'll get stuck on like 2 lands in a mox. And then you Revoker their mox and it acts like a 2-mana Stone Ring. In this cube, like hitting a Signet is not as good. In part because you can't do it on the play, but it just like they already have 2 mana. I don't know. It feels worse. It is useful for hitting planeswalkers, but we want to. This deck in particular wants to either kill them before a planeswalker comes down or ignore the planeswalker. Hey, Judith came around. Perfect. I could take Imperial Recruiter, but I've never really been able to play with Judith. I don't think in like any format ever. I think maybe like the Jakaru cube was the last one I saw that had Judith. This card just looks fun. Like it's really good with small tokens. Or no, not tokens. Small creatures. And then she just pings everything like this plus Blood Artist plus like Bombardment is just that's the type of game I was looking to play when I signed up for this cube, and it looks like I'm gonna get there. Ooh, and we get Kari Zev. Kari Zev's really good with like Bombardment and stuff because you can sacrifice Ragavan at the end of turn. There's Lingering Souls too. Oh man. Can I splash a Lingering Souls? That seems kind of disgusting with everything I have. I'm gonna play it safe. Take Kari Zev. I already don't even have great fixing for black-red, so throwing a third color into the mix isn't the best thing to do. Also, Lingering Souls does cost 3. I think if it was like a mediocre card, I would take the Lingering Souls there, but Kari Zev is actually pretty good for the archetype. So it seems like, let's just think you play Kari Zev into Judith. You attack with Kari Zev, she attacks for 2, Ragavan attacks for 3. So you hit them for 5, and then Ragavan dies. I guess does not trigger Judith, but if you have like Blood Artist or something, like it gets a lot better. Oh wow, Legion War Boss is perfect here now. Sulphur Springs is also pretty good, but I think I need the consistent token producers when I get them. Hellrider is also excellent, so I'm glad I tried to wheel that. Because now we're going for tokens, we're going for the go wide strategies. We want like Mog War Marshal and stuff now. That would be sweet. We still are seeing very few black cards. So I think someone else is still in black, but they're not in red-black. They could be like black-white or something. I guess Tainted Pack. X on the top card of your library is good unless you hit 2 swamps. Nah. Tainted Pack seems weird. It's the type of card I don't like, which is like, it's high variance, but both sides of the variance is like either do literally nothing or be Demonic Tutor. Metallic Mimic versus Grumgully. I guess I'm more likely to play Grumgully because we could end up with like the Putrid Goblin, at which point I would consider splashing because we have like all the sack outlets and stuff. Oh wow, Viscera Seer. Okay, someone must be doing something weird with black. Maybe Reanimator, and they're taking like the removal but leaving the creatures. Currently, I don't like Viscera Seer in this deck. If I can get more Blood-Soaked Champion type cards, then maybe. But I have enough sack outlets, and this is like kind of the least impactful. It's better if you're comboing. We're not really comboing. Ooh, Ophiomancer is disgusting here. Elspeth is not in my colors. I think it's Ophiomancer, then Punishing Fire could be good, but let's go for the high risk. Ooh, Blood Crypt. I think I just need to take Blood Crypt. There's Pian Kieran and Gutterbones, but I need the fixing. I have like a million playables. Just casting my cards on curve, it seems really important. And Blood Crypt now makes like any black or red fetch just so much better. Let's get rid of... I'm playing these cards. We'll see what else I'm playing. Fire Drinker Satyr, the Healy Sublime Artificer, Gemstone Mine. Gemstone Mine is pretty suspicious fixing. I'll just take the Fire Drinker Satyr. Next we get... Ooh, Grim Lavamancer, Wasteland. Forest Island Mountain doesn't really help. I could take Arc Trail. Arc Trail is just good removal, but I think I like the Lavamancer. I think the point of what I'm going for is you want creatures. Like having Lavamancer, you can like ping them with Lavamancer and then sacrifice it to Goblin Bombardment. if you have Judith and Artist in play, that does 2 off the Lavamancer. Bombardment does 1, so that's 3. This will do 4. Blood Artist is 5. And that's some high upside. I don't think I'm playing Inferno Titan. I don't love Viserys here, but it is funny with Blood Artist. You can just like instant speed sack your whole team and kill them. Ooh, boy, that's a Rebel Master. Get in the deck. There's a Duress, but who needs to Duress them when you're just Rabble Mastering them to death, you know? Chromox is incredible here. Oh my gosh. Yes, I will take this. I will play it. This makes my 3s just so much stronger. Eidolon of the Great Revel versus Power Word Kill. Of course we're taking Eidolon. Firebolt, Sedgemoor Witch is spicy, but I don't think for us. I do like Greater Gargadon, but I think I need the burn / removal of Firebolt. So this is 28 playables right now. I guess I can sideboard Punishing Fire. So I'm not playing these. Punishing Fires for the sideboard. I guess Liliana's kind of awkward in this deck. We're more like red aggro with a light splash of other stuff. Ooh, P and Kieran versus Gutterbones. I think Gutterbones helps the curve and lets me play fewer lands. Like I can play probably 15 lands if I take Gutterbones. If I take P and Kieran, I probably need 16. So let's do that. And then I'll take Sphinx because I don't want to play against it. Cards to get rid of. Ooh, honestly, Archshell is pretty good here. Stone Coil is a little awkward now. The rest of everything else is like really solid. I think Magmatic Channeler is not the best. So this is 25, which is 15 lands. I mean, it seems okay. 15 lands plus Chromox, actually. No, 14 lands plus Chromox. I will look at it. I think it's 14. In that case, I need to make a cut. It could be a 3. Oh, Viserys Seer. Yeah, get out of here. Okay. I mean, that's a sweet deck. Look at that curve. I think because my mana kind of sucks, I'm going to get rid of Rishadan Port and only bring it in against like the most ambitious decks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 black cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 8 black sources. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 black sources. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, 10, 8 seems okay. I could cut 1 swamp for another red. Because I don't have any double black, but I have a lot of double red. I kind of like that. Alright, this deck is sweet. See you guys round 1. Alright, we're playing against Kaka Carrot Cake. To be honest, Carrot Cake is like... Well, I'm keeping this hand for sure. Carrot Cake is like my favorite cake. So, I respect this opponent a lot. And they told me good luck, have fun. So, just all good stuff. Get to go Mountain into Fire Drinker Satyr. It's kind of scary on Magic Online that you could just like misclick and then just get sniped. We're going to go turn 2 Eidolon, I think. But we'll see what they're doing. Talisman. Yeah, we're just going to go Eidolon. Hoping to not see an Oko that I passed to them potentially. Leovold. So they take damage. That's fine. Do I want to dismember the Leovold and give them a card? Yeah, because I can hit them for a lot more damage that way. Because we can go Swamp, dismember him, paying life, and like this. They get to draw a card. I take a lot of damage actually. Attack them. Pump here. Oh no. I was hoping it'd be a 3-drop. Murderous Redcap. Killing Eidolon. Okay. I'm playing 15 land. That's insane. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's 7 lands. Yeah. This deck does best with like 2 lands. I can play Blood Artist and attack, and then they would lose 1, 2, 3 life. I can just attack with Fire Drinker Satyr. Guess that's the play. Because they have to trade here. I lose a lot of life. But I don't think I'm winning a game where I draw this many lands. Right? We're going to play like Blood Artist, Blood Crypt tapped. Yeah, we're dead. I'm not beating a GTA from that position. Yeah, I'll just run it back. I'm not likely to flood like that, so we should have a better game next round, or next game. Going first. Okay. We'll keep this one too. I guess I could have top deck Crater Maker and like maybe come back, but I was not in the mood to deal with the GTA. Like the odds of me winning that game were like less than 1%, a fraction of a percent, because they still had a bunch of cards in hand. Play Blood Crypt tapped. Turn 2, Eidolon into turn 3 Vortex. Seems alright. Actually, I cannot cast. Oh no, I can. Phyrexian Tower taps for mana normally. Okay. Yes. Take the damage. Let's go Mountain. I guess I want to attack first, because that does inform some decisions. Vortex. Go ahead. You know, if they have the red cap, whatever. Whoa. They're playing Phyrexian Tower? I did not expect that. Not at all. The old blue, white, red Phyrexian Tower deck. They grab red cap. Huh. This is like oddly the mirror match. Take 2. I think I want to Crater Maker the Blood Artist. Because they're going to cast red cap and kill my Eidolon. So I can go with Phyrexian Tower. I have 5 mana. I think I can kill them. Attack for 2. See if they chomp. They don't. So they go to 7. I can play Blood Artist. Phyrexian Tower, my Eidolon, they go to 6. Crater Maker, sacrifice to kill their Blood Artist. They go to 4. And then if they cast a red cap, they go to 2 on their upkeep and die. So I think this is the play. Do this. Play this. Sacrifice this one. They lose a life. Then we play Crater Maker. Then we kill their Blood Artist. It dies. They go down to 4, they go down to 2. They can't even sacrifice their creature to Phyrexian Tower to cast the Murderous Red Cap. So they have to draw a land and activate Talisman to cast it. And then, you know, that doesn't even win, right? They have to kill Sulfuric Vortex as well. Okay, that's what I figured. That is what I figured. This is not the matchup I thought I was playing. This is like weirdly the mirror. I think Punishing Fire, like a bit of extra removal could help. I don't know if I love this Dismember. So maybe I make that switch. Just, I don't want to take 4 damage, but it is 1 mana. You know what? It's 1 mana. Let's do it. A lot of mana troubles with this deck so far. I think I have to mulligan this one. You know, on the draw, I think I have to keep this and just bottom the Aristocrat. I might have a non-game, but if I draw a single land, I'm in business. So I think it's worthwhile. Goblin Welder. There we go. Blackleaf Cliffs. We get to go with Blood-Soaked Champion. I don't want to kill the Goblin Welder. I'm kind of confused why it's there, to be honest. Okay. Don't like that. Let's attack for 2. And I have 2 options here. I can play Porcelain Legionnaire because it has First Strike, that stops the GT. Or I can go Dragon's Rage Channeler plus Dismember. I think Porcelain Legionnaire makes the most sense because they would need a 1 mana kill spell plus equip. I do hard lose to GT though, so if they ever get a hit with GT, I think I just concede pretty much. So Snuff Out doesn't do it. Fatal Push actually doesn't do it. I hope they just equip an attack. That would be so good for me. Okay. Step 1. Okay. They are smart. Wise beyond their years. I think we're gonna go with the Channeler. Mountain. Just dismember the Goblin. And I'm gonna pay black 2 life. 1. Get to Surveil. Firebolt I'll put on top actually. Hit them for 5. Next turn I can play Judith or Firebolt Eidolon. Firebolt just, you know, killing their GT equip seems worthwhile. Chalice kicked once. Talisman. Is Judith lethal? 1, 2, 3, 7, 8. Whoa. That's a lot of stuff. Chromatic Sphere or Eidolon would have been really good last turn. So 1, 2, 3, 7, 8, 9. So Judith is pretty much just lethal. Okay. So if they kill any of my creatures, they die. I love it. Respect. Definitely respect the way to go out. See you guys next round. Alright, here for round 2, playing against La Leyenda Viviente. Viviente is living. Leyenda, I'm just gonna guess land, but I don't know. It's the living something. At least I think. I'm no expert. They kept, we keep. Turn 1, Zergo is good. This deck has kind of an awkward curve. They skipping their turn? Oh no. Oh, they're on Reanimator. Oh no, okay. Well, I think we're dead. Carrion Feeder. Back for 2. I need to land next turn to have any chance at this. Come on, deck land. Arc Trail. Okay. Play the Bombardment. Attack. I mean, maybe. If there's no black source there, nope, there is. Oh, I have Exhume. Nice. I can Bombardment, sacrifice this. Bring this back. I think I'm dead. Get rid of Carrion Feeder. Discard Arc Trail. Alright, I need to draw a land. Nope. Nope, nope, nope. They attack. Yeah, we can't win this. Okay. Against Reanimator, I could see bringing in Liliana. She would have given me an out for that last game. I think Arc Trail kind of is bad. I could do like that. Yeah, I mean, Liliana at least gives me an out if they reanimate something. Something to draw to. Go first. I don't think I can keep this hand. I will keep this one. And I think we get rid of Firebolt. I just need to draw a land. Yeah, maybe, well, I'm playing 15 lands plus Chrome Mox, and 16 is pretty reasonable if you're trying to hit 3 lands on turn 3. Ugh, okay. Oh, they thought these themselves. Alright, they have Exhume, and they're gonna Woodfall Primus. Let's play the Channeler, hit them for 2. I mean, turn 2 Exhume both games is pretty tough to beat. I mean, it is technically possible, but it's like, oh, Ophiumancer, you know, it is technically possible for me to win this, right? They attack me for 6. I draw a card. I know their hand. It's pretty bad, I think. Oh, they've been dealing click? Oh my gosh. Okay. I take 6. I hit them for 3. I think I need to draw like Phyrexian Tower this turn. Okay, they didn't even want to Vendilion click me. Well, now I can Bombardment, Surveil 1. Put that on the graveyard. Because I need a land. Attack. Okay. You can see my hand. And I kind of want to make it a forced trade with the Dragon's Rage Channeler. Right? Because I block here, I take a bunch of damage. So we're going to target this, sacrificing this. Then if I can draw the Rabble Master, right? So now I'm at 6. Their hand does nothing. I go down to 8. I hit them for 2 down to 12. If I can draw like Ophiomancer, or just a land, I guess. Good enough. Chrome Box, exiling this Vortex. Rabble Master, how much do you attack for? I think I can kill them actually. I mean, this is assuming they didn't draw anything, but their hand is Dragonlord Atarka, Emrakul the Promised End, 1 unknown. So it would have to be their last card in hand. This is 3 damage, they fall to 11. The next turn, Goblin Rabble Master attacks for 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So Ophiomancer actually does kill them if they have nothing. They are pausing for a long time, so I'm concerned they have something. Can I just get a break one time so you don't turn 2 reanimate me both games? Okay. Just do nothing end of turn, no factor fictions. Nothing end of turn. No. Okay. Well, I know the 2 cards in their hand now, so it has to be a card in those colors. They go down to 9, I think. Can I kill them from 9? Ugh. They had to draw the tutor. Trying to think of what they could draw here. Yeah, they go to 9. This is, let's say they kill Rebel Man. 1, 2, 3. They go to 6. And then I'll have, I think they're going to go to like literally 1 life. Go to 2. I mean, maybe they just grabbed Frantic Search? Collective Brutality. Oh, come on. That's fine. Alright. Yeah, we die. Super unfortunate. I had the win. When I was drawing Aristocrat, wouldn't have done anything. But sometimes you get reanimated turn 2 both games. There goes the trophy streak. We're going for 4 in a row, but I mean, this deck is sweet and we've fought through a lot. So I'm excited for next round. Oh, right. We're playing against Have a Bovita? Something like that. We're going to keep this hand. Got a good mix of lands and spells. The fact that Phyrexian Tower can tap for mana aside from sacrificing creatures makes it 100 times better. Esper Sentinel. Okay. So, well, I guess we're just not going to be Chrome Moxing. Let's go with Dragon's Rage Channeler. Turn 1. I think I'll probably just trade off if they attack. Because I want to fuel Grim Lavamancer. Okay. Yeah, so we're going to cast Chrome Mox and pay the 1. That way I can surveil. Put this into my graveyard. Not gonna exile anything. Then we just play Grim Lavamancer. Literally the whole purpose of that was to just get a card into my graveyard. And surveil is kind of like Scry 1. But, you know, Chrome Mox much better than a land in that situation. I don't actually want to trade off just yet because Judith is so good. Ooh. Alright, goodbye Grim Lavamancer. Yeah. Okay, so they were going to try and get me to trade off Dragon's Rage Channeler for no value. That was a clever attack. We get to go Phyrexian Tower, Judith. Need black here. Black, red. And I think I'm the aggressor. Do I want to attack? Yeah, I think it's fine to attack here. It makes sure I get value out of Judith because I'm going to target the Seasoned Hollowblade. So they have to... This trades and they have to discard a card to keep this alive. And with Hellrider Bloodsoaked Champion in hand, I'm quite set up to race. Ping this. They discard Ravages. That seems reasonable. But it's still, I mean, it was a 1 for 2, or 2 for 1. I'll take 3. Do I want, if I attack with Hellrider, they can activate Mutavault and block. Oh, not anymore. Okay, we're fine. Firebolt. Yeah, let's just play Hellrider and attack. That's a lot of damage. So they fall to 18. Then I hit them for 6, down to 12. Next turn, we can Firebolt Giver of Runes. They can give Seasoned Hollowblade Pro red and block. We kill this. Then we play Bloodsoaked Champion. And I don't have any way to discard, but I also don't want them to know what the last card in my hand is. So I guess I just wait. And there's no point in attacking here. Opponent finally hits their 3rd land. I can protect my creatures from exile actually with Phyrexian Tower, which is kind of sweet. Okay. Lurrus actually just dies to Firebolt, so that's good. I think I want to just sacrifice Bloodsoaked Champion and then target Seasoned Hollowblade and then Firebolt. Yeah, let's... if I'd played a land, this would have worked out better. I guess I get 1 extra mana by sacking Bloodsoaked Champion on my turn. No, it's the same. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I get 1 more on my turn. Goblin Bombardment. That's pretty nice. Let's sacrifice this guy to add double black. Ping Seasoned Hollowblade. They discarded Prismatic Ending to save him. Wow. They really, really want him. Then we kill Lurrus. Hit them for a million damage. Play land. And Goblin Bombardment is lethal. Yeah, I guess Prismatic Ending doesn't do anything. That actually makes sense to discard. Okay, game 1 down. Red-white creature mirror. We definitely want Punishing Fire. Dismember I like. The worst card is probably... it might be Eidolon. It's probably Sulfuric Vortex. I could also cut Eidolon for a Magmatic Channeler. That actually seems kind of good. On the draw, Eidolon's just a bit worse. It also makes the mana harder. All these hands are blurring together, but I will keep it. Turn 1 Dragon's Rage, turn 2 Crotter Maker. Actually, you know what? Turn 1 Gutter Bones. This guy can block, which is huge. Selfless Spirit, so I guess we can attack here. Selfless Spirit's really bad against my deck. So we do that, and for mana efficiency, I guess we just play the Crater Maker. Because next turn I can go Dragon's Rage Channeler Goblin Bombardment. Get that Surveil life going. And I'm somewhat tempted to play around Ravages of War, if possible. Fucking Ballista on 1. Okay. I have enough lands, actually. How do I want to do this? I can attack and they can block the Crater Maker and then ping the Gutter Bones. That's actually not so bad. Let's attack first. Because I don't really want to get my Dragon's Rage Channeler killed if possible. And if they're going with that play, I can just bring back Gutter Bones. Oh, I actually can't because they will not have lost life. Okay. But I think that's okay because we get to go Dragon's Rage Channeler, Goblin Bombardment. Put that into my graveyard. They've always so good. Okay, now things are a little bit worse, but they mana-tithe that instead of Hellrider, so I guess it's hard to be too mad. Take 2. And as long as this is not a Planeswalker, should be okay. Bossery's Lieutenant. The counter on a creature you control. Whenever a creature you control with a counter on it dies, create a night token with vigilance. Okay, that card's huge. Kill this. It's -5/-5. Can play this black 2 life. Surveil. Put that on top. They get a 2/2. Ooh, Dragon's Rage Chandler just hit Rush Hold. So I can dash Zergo, but I kind of want to protect it. Do I even want to trade with their knight? They have 2 cards in hand. Play land. I was planning to dash Zergo, but I don't even think I want to anymore. I think I just want to protect as much damage as possible. Or not protect, but like save as much damage as possible in my stuff. So I'm going to do this and then get back Gutter Bones. Oh, that goes to your hand? Oh, that's worse. I thought it went into play. Take 4. And I guess I need a creature in my graveyard for things. Let's just play Hellrider. Swing out like this. Okay. That's pretty good. They chose not to blink the angel, so Hellrider and that both die. I do get a 3/3 Dragon's Rage Channeler, I guess, which is some consolation prize. And the flip side of that is that I'm also at 8 life. They have Recruiter for Giver of Runes. Oh boy. Yeah, I think we're dying. Restoration Angel is a problem. Oof, they had the OG Mother of Runes? Okay. So they're not going to attack. I don't think. They should maybe attack with Resto. Seasoned Pyromancer. Seasoned Pyromancer gives me some hope. So we attack here. That happens. I guess no matter what, I'm only going to be trading for Selfless Spirit. But we just gotta hope, I guess. Okay. Play Seasoned Pyromancer. Get some tokens. Draw fresh cards. Okay. Grim Lavamancer plus Firebolt. Still doesn't really deal with what's going on, but that's okay. They draw Mutavault, which is probably just lights out for me. Because now I can't even like ping in with tokens, they just block. Okay, we're just dead, I think. Right? They could play Walking Ballista for 1. Oh, that's so good. I mean, they don't see it. There's a chance. They probably see it though. Okay. Alright. Game 3. On the play, do I want Vortex and Eidolon? They're definitely winning the late game. I think I like switching back to just pure aggression. And Arc Trail. Yeah, there's a lot of good Arc Trail targets. They played that really well though. I think Punishing Fire is kind of weak. And Falcon Wrath Aristocrat is kind of weird. Go first and just burn him out. Yeah, this is a burn hand. Turn 1, the Drinker of Fire. Turn 2, Porcelain Legionnaire. Hopefully they don't do anything. Okay. That's pretty good. Let's go Legionnaire. And if this dies, that's actually pretty good Delirium for the Dragon's Rage Channeler. I hope they don't just hold up Mana Tithe for Rabble Master. That's the messed up part about Mana Tithe. I can't afford to play around it. Actually, maybe I can. Right, because if I play Goblin Rebel Master, they're just going to level up Figure and then block the token. So actually, I don't get much value out of playing the Rabble Master at this point. So I think I actually can play around Mana Tithe. Because Rebel Man plus Blood Artist will be good next turn. So what we're gonna do is play Mountain, play Blood Artist first, then play the Channeler. If they want to side my Channeler, that's fine. And then next turn I can play the Rabble Master. This ends up effectively the same, you know, as if I just played Rabble Master this turn, because it would just level up and block. But it gives me more flexibility, and it means I don't just lose probably my best card to Manitize. This guy becomes a... No! Never mind, it's pretty bad. This guy can become a 4/4. So I need a burn spell to kill this Figure of Destiny. I think that's a reasonable attack. We'll take it. Okay, so I don't want them to know what I drew, so I'm going to play the Mana Confluence and then swing for 4. I don't really mind trading Dragon's Rage Channeler off, so we'll just attack. Wow. Them blocking must be really bad news for me. If they're willing to trade a 3/1 for a 1/1, I don't love my chances. Well, actually, I take that back. It's either really bad news or they made a mistake. Given the way this opponent is playing, I'm going to assume it was not a mistake. They have Mother of Runes. I need a burn spell this turn. That's the only option. This becomes a 4/4. Okay. Yeah, I guess I have to do this, huh? Play the Mountain, play the Bombardment. Move to combat. Do I want to move to combat? Yeah, I guess I can, right? They make this a 4/4, I sack Blood Artist. Okay. Block there, first strike damage goes through. I think I want to sacrifice the Porcelain Legionnaire to kill the Figure. They lose life. They lose life again. Now the important question. Do I Blood Artist kill Mother of Ruins? Or Runes? I don't think I do. This just costs 2 more, right? Yeah. I don't think I do. I think Blood Artist is going to be really good in the future. If they have Manitize, I guess I could draw a land and then play around that. But I'm not going to play around it on my turn. There's, like, I need to get stuff done right now. There's just no point. Okay, Boss Reed's Lieutenant protects itself. But they're taking 2 damage per turn. So they have, I guess, 5 turns. Alright, let's cast this. Beginning of combat. This doesn't have lifelink or anything, right? Attack with the Goblin. We're just going to sacrifice it, hit their face. And I think I'm going to save targets here. They go to 8. Next turn I can play Eidolon. They're going to go to 6. I think I can just kill them next turn if they don't have an answer to my Blood Artist. These games have been crazy. So we take this damage. They oust my Blood Artist. Do I want that to happen? So I can put them down to 6 right now. I think that's fine. I'm only taking 4 a turn and I gain 3 life here. So it's like relatively an even trade. I could draw something like this. Activate this only if you attacked. So let's move to combat. Attack with this thing. Play Bloodsoaked Champion. Unexpectedly absent. Ugh. Okay. Okay. I make a goblin, it just dies. I get to play Bloodsoaked Champion and Eidolon. Then I'm going to draw Blood Artist. They only have 2 cards in hand. I was going to have one heck of a turn, too. I mean, they were just dead if they didn't have those interactive cards. So now we draw Blood Artist. Take 4. They need, like, Ravages of War, basically, to get out of this. Or some type of Planeswalker to help them race. Because they're still just dying in, like, 1 or 2 turns. They have played a lot of white Time Walks, though. Oust into Unexpectedly Absent, both Time Walks. Alright, Blood Artist. What is this? So we're going to play the Blood Artist. I take 2. This returns from the graveyard to the battlefield. So I think I can just do this. Return Bloodsoaked Champion from your graveyard to the battlefield. Yeah, that seems actually pretty good to me. They're going to go to 6. I guess I always yield to these. Bring him back. And then Goblin Bombardment next turn is just very lethal. Okay. Took down the match. That was some really good games against Have a Boa Vida. Yeah, we had great games against everything except Reanimator, which makes sense. I don't like Reanimator. But it's a cool deck, I guess. This deck was sweet. I'm glad I got to draft the deck I wanted to draft. We had incredibly interactive, interesting games for 2 of the matches. It was a lot of fun. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you guys next time.